AFC East.
How about game one?
I told you after last year's game. Told you after last year's playoff game. I have respect for the Buffalo Bills now. Josh Allen has instilled a proper amount of fear in me. I have no respect for anyone else in that division. The Bills are going to coast. The Bills are going to clinch that division as you're biting into your succulent Thanksgiving turkey. The final month of the season is going to be proceeding and nothing else. Bills are a 13-win team. Now to the AFC North. Baltimore. Folks, am I the only one that remembers the Ravens were the number 1 seed in the AFC last year before Lamar got hurt? And that was despite the fact they had already lost all their running backs due to injury. And then later in the year, they lost all their secondary due to injury. The Ravens are a regular season juggernaut. The Browns, this is assuming Deshaun Watson's not suspended for more than 8 games. I think the Browns can go on a bit of a run at the end of the year. You know what? I don't listen to Kevin Wildes about many things, but he brought up the Super Bowl loser hangover so much last year, it burrowed into my brain like a little gopher, where it's just there, and he's like, oh, Bengals, Super Bowl hangover. All for the first time in ever with the Steelers, 7 wins. Sorry, Mike. AFC South, I'm big on the Colts this year. They got rid of Carson Wentz.
What?
I liked the team aside from the quarterback. The team that everyone pretended the Colts could have been last year, this dangerous team no one wants to play. That Colts team is the actual team they are this year. The Titans take a big step back from the 1 seed, but still sneak into the playoffs. Look at the frisky Jaguars. The Jaguars and Texans, they might combine to go 13-21, but they also have the quarterbacks with maybe the league's most 2 beautiful necks outside of course, Lamar Jackson, the reigning neck champion. And then the AFC West, what everyone is waiting to see. Listen, folks, I put it into the old algorithm. I crunched all the numbers. And the Chargers, even though Brew hates that their coach likes math and probabilities as opposed to feelings and gut factor.
And
Chargers and Chiefs both go 12-5. The Chiefs end up winning the division by virtue of going 5-1 in the division. The Chargers go 4-2. The Broncos are a frisky 9-8. Just missing out on the playoffs, and the Raiders are a 6-win team. Listen, you can't have the greatest division in modern football history and not have one of the teams pay the price. The Raiders pay the price this year for it. Chiefs and Chargers, too good. Brew, you like it. Tell me the truth. You like it. You're looking at it.
Look,
it's hard to find
I'll
any
give
issues
you this.
with it. Yeah.
No, it was better than the NFC. I'll give you that. I'm not surprised you love the Bills because, by the Nick Wright standard, Josh Allen is already an all-time great playoff performer. So I'm not surprised you love Buffalo now.
No, that's not true.
Well, it don't take that much. It don't take that much, apparently.
No.
Right?
It takes quite a bit. And Josh Allen once did a backwards overhead lateral in a playoff game. Luka's never had that moment. Don't cross-pollinate with the Luka takes here. Let's stay football. Go ahead, sir. Don't try to screw this up here.
Here's the major issue I have with your AFC, and you know what it is. And look, you've got to let this personal beef that you have with Mr. Unlimited, Russell Wilson, go. Because it's skewing your analysis. All right? I know you just because you think he's corny and he doesn't sit around the house in Versace robes like you do. All right? And wear Fresh Prince blazers like you do. Just because you think he's corny doesn't mean you gotta underrate his team. And how dare you call the Broncos frisky? Like that's a compliment. Frisky. Ooh, they're on the ups. Yeah. Come on, man. This is Russell Wilson, future Hall of Famer. He's played 10 years, Nick. He's missed the playoffs twice. And last year was mainly, mainly because of injury. All right, and I don't know why you think Russell Wilson is falling off. He came back early from injury. You saw how he was working 20 hours a day to come back, and he did. But he played hurt for a while. Yeah. And even so, his passer rating was tied for 3rd best in the NFL, ahead of Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, all those guys. and he had a nice touchdown to interception ratio of 25 TDs to 6 interceptions. All right, so what is not to like? Why do you think he's not going to go to Denver and shine? They got a nice receiving core. I'm not saying it's the best in the league, but it's good. I'm assuming Jerry Jeudy will be fine with his issues off the field. You know, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick. I love the running back. Javonte Williams had a great rookie year. I'm expecting big things from him. And then the defense, Nick, the defense, you have to admit, is legit. Top 10 defense, top 5 in terms of scoring defense. And, they just added Randy Gregory and DJ Jones. Like, they're going to be legit. They're in the playoffs. I know it's a tough division, but the Broncos, I think it's 3 of these teams making the playoffs.
Well,
I'm going to give your boy Brandon Staley. I think he's gotten, some education over the summer, so he won't be going
so you think
for it
3
all
are making
the time. All the time. Yeah, I think it'll be just like the NFC West.
That's fascinating to me.
And 3 will make it.
Okay, so that's fascinating to me because
last year,
I'm really interested when we do our full preseason predictions, who you have out. Because if you have 3 from the AFC West, plus obviously a division winner from the AFC East, call it Buffalo, there's only 3 spots left. And I know how much you like Cleveland. I know you like Cincinnati. I think you like Baltimore. And I think you like Indy and Tennessee. That's 5 teams competing for just 3 spots. And that's not even to mention Pittsburgh. So I'm curious how it goes. But before we even show the Broncos schedule, let me address, can we run that Russell Wilson video again and then show the Broncos schedule? Because this is like a David Copperfield act. Yes, everyone is looking at the middle of this video.
Kinda like that.
I want throughout this video you to look at the top right-hand corner, the attribution. It's like, this is from Russell Wilson's Twitter account. And then the next video, that's from Russell Wilson's YouTube page. And then, that's from Russell Wilson's Twitter account again. Yeah, the idea that we have all of this we can keep rolling different ones. All the footage is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's own personal YouTube page. He and the kid who opens toys are the 2 most viewed people on YouTube of 2021. It's just enough. It's enough, Russell Wilson. How many videographers does he have? We have multiple angles from the same stuff, and more from Russell Wilson's Twitter page. It's enough. And no matter what Brew tries to trick you into thinking, due to his passer rating last year, he was not good. But here's the real problem, Wilds. Now we can show the Broncos schedule if we would like. They only have 5 easy games. Seattle and Houston to start the year, the Jets and the Jags are frisky, by the way, in the middle of the year, and then Carolina at the end. Find me another 6 wins. Brew's got him going 11-6, pardon me, I think. Their other games are 6 games against the Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders, San Francisco, the Rams, the Cardinals, the Colts, the Titans, and Baltimore. Everyone is talking about how brutal the Chiefs' schedule is. The Chiefs and Broncos have nearly identical schedules outside of a couple strength of schedule games, but the Broncos have to play the Chiefs. The Chiefs don't have to play the Broncos. The Chiefs don't have to play the Chiefs. They get to play the Broncos. The schedule's too tough. The team's not good enough. It's a rookie head coach. By the way, Vegas has their over-under set at 10. I have them winning 9. I'm right in line with what sober analysts feel, but Brew just loves Mr. Very Limited, but unlimited YouTube views, and so he's biased on this. I am not. I am dripping in objectivity. Yeah.
Right, let's stay here. I'm going to deliver the Coachella lineup of takes. I'm going to start small, and then all of a sudden the lights are going to go down. I'm going to bring out the superstar that you all came to see. So first of all, opening act. The Raiders are not going 6-11. The Chiefs lost their number 1 weapon. The Raiders added the best wide receiver in football, and all of a sudden the Chiefs are still great and the Raiders get worse. Not happening. The second opening act, the Colts. The Colts' idea of running this sort of Band-Aid quarterback. Let's take Phillip Rivers. Let's take Carson Wentz. Let's take Matt Ryan. I just don't believe that having that lack of continuity will lead to success. Maybe you get and snip the playoffs like you did with Phillip Rivers, but they are still kind of just treading water, and they don't quite know the direction that the organization is going to go in. Unlike this team. Well, you know what, Broussard? You know what people say? If you love something, let it go. And if it comes back to you, it's truly yours. I say that about doves every morning. Just go ahead, fly. Fly, and then it comes back, and then guess what happens? Right back to me. And this dove flew all the way to the New York Giants. And there he made a name for himself, being no nonsense, making people run a few laps for a few errors. Not being afraid to get a little dirty in the slip and slide, have some team unity. Not being afraid to run a quarterback sneak when you're on your own goal line. Well, guess who's back for the New England Patriots? It's Joe Judge, and he's working with the baby goat. Joe Judge is working with Mac, and he's also working with all the skilled players, and everyone collectively is working with everyone else. So you know what they say? However many coaches we have that aren't Bill Belichick's sons, which there are 2 on the staff, more brains the better on the offense and defense. So I'm feeling good about Baby Goat and Mac Jones. On a serious note, there's no way we're worse.
No,
we're gonna go 11-6. We're gonna be 1 game better than we were last year. It's a totally reasonable take. We're not gonna be under 500 when everyone has another year of experience under their belt. Impossible.
Okay, show the schedule.
Yeah, I got
everything changes year to year. Okay, here's the problem for New England. It starts brutally, and it ends brutally. The Patriots' first 4 games, they will be underdogs all 4. Okay, well, you can make a lot of money. Even with your $1 bet size, they will be underdogs in Miami, in Pittsburgh, home against the Ravens, and in Green Bay. So let's say Vegas is wrong once. Give them 1 and 3. Look at the entire right side of the screen. They will be underdogs 5 of the 6 final games. They'll be underdogs at home against Buffalo, at Arizona, at the Raiders, home for the Bengals. They'll be favorites against the Dolphins, and at the Bills. If you start the year off in hell and you end the year in hell, no matter how well you do in the middle column, you're screwed, buddy. And you know it.
Ending's a little rough.
Like you have just,
Ending's a little rough.
You know you lost your coaches. Your quarterback is not very good. Even you think he's maybe the 9th best in the conference at best. Like what? Yeah, Wilds, check it out.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.